Hi, and welcome back to Morgellons discussion and microscopy videos. I'm your host, Jeremy Murphy, and today, just checking in, see how everything's going, let you know what has been going on. People have been asking. I want to give a shout out to Sarah. Thank you for being a long-time subscriber and for participating so often and frequently on our channel here. So first of all, I got to call your attention back here. YouTube sent me a very cool kick-ass LED neon sign. That was the highlight probably of my year right there when I got that. That thing is so cool. I do keep it on all the time. I keep it on low, but it's part of their YouTube High Five program. So if you're out there and you're making videos, keep making them. But definitely put your heart, your soul into them. People are going to watch them. It may take them a while to blow up, but you want them on the internet for when they do. And then, you know, you can get something like that, the YouTube LED neon sign. Also, over there, just to the left of that, is the M&M tin that they sent me with the branded YouTube M&Ms. Thank you, YouTube. That was cool. The only thing that wasn't cool about that was the shipping, because they just put it in there with like a wadded up paper towel, just like, and it was on the side. So the tin was like flat up against the cardboard. So when I got it, it was like, I mean, I got like, most of them were like full M&Ms, like complete and whole, but there was like a whole tin full of just like shavings and chippings, and it was just like sprinkles, like M&M sprinkles, where it'd been banged around the box so much on the way over here. But it's free M&Ms. I'm happy. They're YouTube M&Ms, and we had a great time. They tasted just like chocolate. So yeah, the other thing that happened was Helene came through here. We lost like 4 trees in the yard. We're still trying to figure out how to get that up. 4 trees in 3 different neighbors' yards. And so, yeah, hopefully we can get that moving. We lost power for a week and the internet as well. But thank God that all came back up. You know, everybody was cool. It was nice to be able to talk to people again, like walking down the street and they ain't got no internet. So they're like, hey, how you doing? And normally they're just like, God, I don't want to talk to this asshole. But yeah, there was talking with people and like the eye contact and everything. So, you know, the next time that happens, which will probably be this winter because we got all the trees and the power lines, and they're talking about the, what is it, El Nino? Yeah, that's coming through, and so we're probably going to get an icy winter. Well, I'm not a meteorologist. But getting back to the Morgellons, we were talking about the online groups that we got going on. There are 2 online groups right now, and we have an actual criteria for Morgellons images. So no feces, no shit off the floor. The pictures must be magnified 60 times or greater, and it must show fibers embedded in skin tissue. And if it doesn't, we just take them down. I mean, very nice about it, though. Let people know, hey, we have a criteria. Nobody's getting punished. It's just, it doesn't meet our criteria. That's all. So if you go to Reddit, it's r/realmorgellons. That's our group. r/realmorgellons on Reddit, and on Facebook, it's Morgellons/Lyme awareness. Morgellons/Lyme awareness. We're probably the only 2 Morgellons groups on the internet that have an actual criteria. I know nowadays people are trying to tie everything with Morgellons, but as you and I know, Morgellons is only a skin condition. It doesn't have to do with anything. Somebody said the other day that EDS was associated with Morgellons, and I'm here to tell you there's no science that demonstrates an association with EDS and Morgellons. I can't do the thumb thing. You know, I do not have EDS. I know a lot of Morgellons patients who don't have EDS. Don't buy into that misinformation. There's absolutely no association between EDS and Morgellons. There may be an association between Lyme disease and EDS, but you got to get your facts straight, especially when you're talking about a contested illness that hurts so goddamn bad. You know, when you got this shit drilling into your skin and it's hurting the hell out of you, you need somebody to be able to take that seriously. And they're not going to take it seriously if you're like, everything is associated with Morgellons. You know, then they're going to be like, okay, you need to get off Morgellons. How about less Gellons? And so, you know, got to know the facts. And the facts are, Morgellons is a skin condition associated with Lyme disease. It's kind of a worst case scenario, but, well, I guess maybe death is the worst case scenario, or paralysis. Jesus Christ. All right, so the other thing that we got going on is I have volunteered for the Center for Lyme Action for the past 4 years, and this is going to be the 5th year coming up in February. We need volunteers in South Carolina. As you know, South Carolina is not a very hospitable environment for Lyme disease patients. Besides the people trying to run around and say, Lyme disease isn't in South Carolina, you also got the doctors who want to really help, but they just don't have that training. And so that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to increase that federal funding so that that training is mandated, so that there is a different environment for people where they don't have to jump through hoops of fire to just get a doctor. And we want to make that easier. So I need you, if you want to volunteer this February, reach out to me if you're in South Carolina, and we'll talk to you. I'll put you in touch with the Center for Lyme Action. We'll get you trained up, and then we'll go together, you and me, and we'll go talk to our lawmakers this February about the realities of Lyme disease, talking about 500,000 people in the United States every single year acquire Lyme disease. I mean, that's something that we need to have federal funding for. So I am the team lead for South Carolina for the Center for Lyme Action, and that just means that I'm trying to get volunteers. I'm reaching out, through my YouTube video to say, hey, if you're in South Carolina, you got Lyme disease, I'm your point of contact. Reach out to me. We'll get together. We'll get trained up, and we'll talk to our lawmakers. This will be my 5th year. That's cool. If it's your first year, you got to start somewhere, right? So reach out to me if you want to do that, if you want to make a difference in our community. And so I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was the state of the research. I get people constantly coming to me saying, Jeremy, we don't have any new research, so it's not going anywhere. What's going on? And the deal is that you know, and I know that you know that I know that you know that you did not read all of that research that currently exists. That's the problem. It's not that there's no new research coming in. It's that we have a mountain of research that people just do not take the time to read. But once you start taking that time to go through that research, you will find some answers to the specific questions that you want to know about Morgellons. Morgellons is a disastrous scenario, and there are people taking advantage of everybody out there because they don't know where to go. If you have Morgellons, if you think you have it, it's probably a good idea to see a doctor who specializes in treating Lyme disease, and then that way they can rule it out. Maybe you don't have Morgellons. Maybe you have something completely different. But since Morgellons is a condition associated with Lyme disease, seeing a doctor who specializes in treating that infection is probably a good way to determine how to go forward with your case. Well, I don't know how long we put in on this video today. I really wanted to spend a lot more time. I want to get a Halloween video out talking about the horrors of navigating the medical system when you have the skin condition and people don't know what's going on. They think you're crazy. And the craziness, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some stuff together. I do have a lot of work going on, and that's the main reason why I haven't been putting these videos up. It's just because of the work. And the motivation is there. I'm in these groups, but I want y'all to come join us. Come to Reddit, r/Real Morgellons, and Facebook, Morgellons/Lyme Awareness. Come on in. We're going to talk about Morgellons. We've got the criteria, 60 times magnification or greater. Must have fibers embedded in the skin tissue. What do y'all think? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. I want to thank everybody for your continued support, especially while the videos have been kind of dry on this channel. It's going to come back. We're going to have an increased frequency. Maybe not today, tomorrow, this week, or by the end of this year, but who knows? Maybe we will. I definitely want to get that Halloween video out, and I could always use some help. If you have some great ideas, you want to get together, you want to put together some stuff together with us, reach out, call me. Let's see what we can do together. All right. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.